Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So today I'm going to talk about decalcifying the pineal gland and using the pineal gland more often. Okay, so let's get into this. Um, so the pineal gland is pretty much the central gland of your neurological structure, right, or your brain at the very least. And the pineal gland is very, very important for you to connect yourself with um, higher dimensions, right? And something beyond the physical. And when it is calcified, because it's very, very, I want to say targeted in the way that it can grow a shell around it, right? Which this shell can pretty much be like a firmament type of thing, and this it can grow very, very large, or like the uh the depth of the firmament, or the thickness, my bad, the thickness of the shell that can grow around the pineal gland um can pretty much enlarge, right, by itself, so and this obviously comes from various different things that you're doing that you're unaware of, that pretty much attracts the growth of the thickness of that shell that can grow around the pineal gland, right? um so you can obviously do things that is going to thin it, and allow for the secretions of the pineal gland to penetrate through that shell, which is what you really want to happen, because once this happens, the inward illumination, because this is what the secretions can a lot of the times be translated to, deeper states of consciousness, which is light, deeper dimensions of light. um it pretty much strengthens, or it goes up in illumination, right? So you then can start having deeper envisionments, um and this is synonymous with, or is pretty much the same thing as opening the third eye, or even opening up the crown chakra, because the pineal gland corresponds to the crown chakra more so than the ajna. It corresponds to both, but the pituitary gland is closer linked to the third eye. So when you really start using the pineal gland, you're actually opening up the crown more, right? Which you can then start leaving the body and doing things like this in super conscious states. Um, so why you need to decalcify the pineal gland is because you need to exercise the pineal gland more often, because it can uh, it can grow weaker, if you're not actually exercising or using or taking care of it. It can kind of just like grow very, very small, which is what has happened. Our pineal glands, and this is like a collective thing, have grown very, very tiny from what they were a long time ago, which probably were like triple the size or something, or even larger, right? But they could have gotten more capable as well, maybe, right? Like shrinking, but growing in capability, right? But I don't actually know if that's true. But they most definitely grown smaller. So to decalcify the pineal gland, you can literally just drink spring waters, or you can feed the pineal gland through sunlight. Because the pineal gland it pretty much it consumes light, or you feed it through light, right? Or you nurture it, or you nourish it through light. And the most nourishing sunlight to feed it is the golden rays of the sunlight, which is at sunset and sunrise. So you can watch the sunrise, you can watch the sunset, um, and the deeper the golden hue of the sun, the more nourishing it's going to be for the pineal gland. For the pineal gland, right? You can also use Kundalini energy to pretty much pierce right through that shell that can grow over it, right? Um, and you just do this like Kundalini. You can rise Kundalini through anything really. Um, you can do it through yoga, right? You can rise the Kundalini through yoga if you're able to get it all the way to the top of the head over here. Eventually, the Kundalini is gonna excite the pineal gland to give off a burst of light, right? And if it's strong enough, it can pierce through the shell that kind of keeps a encapsulation, right, over your being, or over your form, maybe. And then obviously you're gonna have a very, very deep experience from that, beyond body and mind. So once you start decalcifying the pineal gland, you're also going to get very, very vivid dreams, because the inward envisionment, or the illumination, is going to be more intense. It's going to be pretty much lighting up what may have been unconscious before, or dark, or maybe even some subconscious, and it's pretty much going to become more conscious, right? So your dreams may be made more aware, right? Or you may be able to become more lucid in your dreams, or you may be able to traverse the astral more easily. Once you decalcify the pineal gland, you're gonna also start understanding how you're pretty much getting and reading information, or you're getting information and you're reading it, you know, um, or you're gonna be able to read energy very, very easily, right? And you can, if you ever met somebody who can read energy very, very easily, it's because um, they're using their pineal gland, right? Which everybody has a pineal gland. So it's very much needed that you exercise the pineal gland, and reading energy is one of these exercises that you can actually take up for yourself to be able to strengthen your pineal gland. Because if you don't use it, it's kind of just going to be there, you know. And once again, it's very much needed in order to exercise your pineal gland. All right, it is literally the first eye. Okay, the mind. It is going to allow you to connect yourself with a very, very deep spiritual side of yourself. The more pure side of yourself is going to pretty much blossom forth, right? Or you're going to be able to connect with the deeper spiritual essence. Uh, the more that you're able to exercise your pineal gland, decalcify it, and take care of it, you know. Um, Otherwise, you're going to become overly identified with the physical body and the mind, which is kind of like staying in a type of purgatory, right, state. Um, it is very, very simple to exercise the pineal gland. It's not something impossible. You know, it literally just takes effort, a little bit of effort towards the pineal gland. You can literally just set attention to it, and that is in itself is enough of a method for being able to exercise the pineal gland once again, because attention pretty much attracts energy, and the energy is going to open up all within the area of the pineal gland, and the energy opening up the processes to a higher vibratory rate is going to eventually open up the pineal gland, right? So all you really need to do is keep your attention right here, or literally on the pineal gland in the center of your brain, um, and that in itself is enough of a method. If you can like subconsciously program yourself to do that, then that's all that is needed, and you literally start to see the pineal gland. You'll start using it more often, you know and it's very much going to benefit you for opening you up to deeper dimensions of being, right? So I do thank everybody for watching once again. Peace out. One love and have a great evening.